Well, we got down there okay. With a bit of rain overnight it's back up again, but there are a few bits here. I spotted one bit from up on the bridge actually. A big chunk of white. I think it might be modern. A bit of flowers on it. So we'll take that bit and a bit of mixing bowl or something. Oh, that was a bit I spotted the other week. That's just plain. And plain there again. Well, I'll switch off for now. Now there's something there. Is it a storm? Is it just the base of a pot? No, it's just the base of a pot. Oh, a big chunk of RP there. Oh, that's a bit I've spotted before. We've been high up on the banking. Just out on this one. No, just plain. I'll see if there's anything on there. Well, there's a bit here that's plain, but it's got like faint red stripes on it, which I think is one of them German mineral water bottles. Look, well, you can see there a bit of something with colour on. Oh, at least it's a bit of something. Oh, top of some big jug, and as I was moving that I just spotted some blue there. Oh, right. Oh, that's a nice piece. I feel flat and all. There's that other white bit, but that's just a bit of tile or something. It's getting a bit deep. Just out on that. No. Hey up. He spotted me. Well, it doesn't take them long. Go on over to the side, I'll feed you over up to the side. Oh, there's more of them coming over here now. Go on, over to the side. Go on. Well, we're all coming across here because somebody else is feeding them. Oi, no pecking. You two are greedy ones, aren't you?
Well, they're fat, each other as well. Hold on now. Hold on, you have to get Scottish man. Go and feed me birdies now.
Yep. Well, that's that lot feeding happily. There's a few more coming there. Might be a few scraps left for them. Well, with the rain last night, it's come up a bit since I were here a couple of days ago. And we've got a fisherman down there as well. So a few bits of stones uncovered, so I'll have a look on there. Oh, I've spotted a bit with some purple on here. There's a bit there that looks like it's got something on. It's got some blue on. And a few other bits that I've picked up. Now there's something round there. Oh, there's a lump of, just a stone, a lump of concrete or something. Well, it's a bit of something. Maybe a bung out of a chemical bottle. Well, there's a little bit of white, and then I started rooting and found out it's got some blue on, so I started filming. That looks like a bit of willow. And there's always some willow. Oh, that's that bit of willow, but there's a few other bits here I picked up, but I weren't filming because I'm close to where two fishermen are. But nice leaf pattern and some sort of design on both sides. And a close look at that bung, it's like carved sandstone. I'll see how it cleans up.
What are you finding out?
Well, I just spotted a bit of blue at my foot. But, oh. Bit of a pretty pattern and some embossing on it. No, another bit with some faint blue on. It's like a bit of mocha. Well, another bit I've just flicked out. Yeah, that's willow. Oh, when I was picking it up, I spotted that. Oh, it's a fossil, a bit of ammonite. I'll see what that is. Well, a few bright finds from down there today, so I'll get on with cleaning these up. I also found one of them as well, but I didn't film that. Still trying to find out what that bung is. I think it's just a chemical bung. Well, that might be an anoth, whatever they call them. Right, the few finds from this little trip down the river. The far side. Probably quite modern, it feels that sort of way. 60s or something like that. Only a bit of design on it there. And two bits of blue. I think that might be Asiatic, but I'm not quite sure. That I don't know what it is. But it's a nice Nice pattern. Might cut down, thin down, and well, it's sure finding this pink lemonade, but another one of them vapes. I've got battery out ready to go into battery recycle, rest of it going in scrap bin. Well, I wish people would just stop throwing these away. Recycle them properly. They just throw them out of windows and when they're walking. And a few other bits. Nice purple bit, pity there's not more of that. And two very, very worn bits of blue. Nothing on the other side of them. No. And this nice chunk, very abraded there. There's a nice piece on the other side. Probably a big mug. Bit like my brew mug here. And a nice blue leaf. Pity again, there's not more of that, but it's nice. And a blue bit I found, and I found a piece like this in the same area a week or two back, and I can't find it because I was going to see if it actually matched up to it. But if I do find it, I'll probably show it in a later video. And two little bits that looks like it might be some mocha, but mocha tends to be more brown and not blue, but you never know, it could just be a weed. And a bit, I think it's grindleweed or cooking pottery. Bit of the maker's mark there. And two little bits of willow. Bit of the tree there, and a bit with one of the figures that's going over the bridge. Pity there's not more of that. There's a lot of staining in it. That's and this bit that I found. Don't know whether it's a crinoid or I can't remember the name of them now. One of them snaily things. And this big thing, when I saw it I thought, oh, it's just a bit of concrete or something, but it's something. It's got like a glaze on it. So I think it's just a bung out of a chemical carboy or something like that, big chemical jar. But it's the first one I've come across. And like I say, this bit I'm going to try in each video to make something out of the finds I actually find it. So this may go in that one, but I have another leaf one that I might put in it as well. So hopefully I can grind these down, cut them down, and they'll be on the end of this video. Well, I did that one. And A little bit of rearranging on this one. As when I was cutting it down, I broke a chunk off it, but I still managed to save it, and you can see how much thinner you can get them with them sanding blocks. So let's show how we did these two. They're not glued in yet, and the lighting's a little bit yellow because I was testing some new lights out and didn't realise it were a yellow tint to it. So let's see how these were made. Oh well, that's torn it. Now, back to the drawing board. Looks like I'll have to put just this one in then. Let's hope this doesn't happen again. Well, that's taking the back down a bit, making it a lot thinner. Well, that's taking it down, and The bit that broke, I might just be able to put it in there. Well, half of it. Just take that bit down a bit at the bottom so it fits in nicely there. Then I'm not wasting anything. Well, we made use of half of the piece, and I don't think that'd look right in there. Now just to thin that down a bit. Well, you can see it's thinned down, and that's how thick it was to start with. You can see how much has been taken down. Handy things are these. I mean, this is a new one for me. This is an 80 grit, and which is a lot more coarser than the coarsest one that was on this block, because this one's a 200. But I'll probably use this now for final polishing on the edges, and just to take them down a little bit thinner on the back. Well, that's them a lot thinner, and I'll infill them later. I don't know whether to put white or a blue with that, just to make the white of the pottery stand out. So that'll be in a later video when I get enough of them together to do a few at one go. It's not worth using that much resin up at just one go. Well, another piece that was found that day, I might just have a go at thinning that down just on its own, see what comes of it. Well, you can see it's starting to take the curve out of the back. There's just a little groove there now. think I filed a lot of that off camera. Well, about 5 minutes of sanding later, and that's a lot thinner. I'll just use the fine one now, just to tidy the edges up. Well, that's got rid of most of the sharp edges, but the fine edges will be filled in with resin. Oh, a little bit of a chip there. I'll just sand a bit more off there. Oh, that's near enough got the chip out now. Well, I think that one wants infilling with white, just to show the blue off. So it's goodbye from me and the ducks down the river today.